So anyway, whoop, hey, I'm having a jobby malfunction. Oh, it's really going for it now. Hang on, you're all wobbly. I'll fix you up. Can't hear you. There we go. Sorry about that. Is everyone okay? Didn't want to shake you around too much. Anyway.
Yeah.
G'day folks, this is the Coffee Bush Kid in Central Vic. I'm out where there was an old settlement. Might even be an old school out here. But just up behind me there's some old glass. And of course down the other side and over that side there's also some diggings as well. So I reckon people would have lived here, sent the kids off to school, worked in their shafts and that. So we're going to have a bit of a look around. I know there's glass, I've seen crockery, there's a bit of dumpy stuff, so you know me in a dump. So why don't you, much like me good self, grab your gear, come on, let's keep going.
You know you've been in my dreams a lot lately.
I have to excuse the wind and the hay fever, but we have this signal. It could be a bottle top, but you can't go leaving something like that in the ground. Ever hopeful for a silver. Ha 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 ha. I've just spotted it. Always a good signal, aren't they, the little buggers? Look at that. Nice little copper rove. We'll keep going. I just got this feeling. Look at this one. You see I'm operating wide open here. Half sovereigns come in at that. And I know it's just down there because I've had my pinpointer on it. But I don't know what it is. And the ground is so hard and non... Oh my giddy aunt. Oh, where are we there? Is that going to be... Looks pretty thin, looks button-esque. Not half sovereign-ish. Ah, look at that. 3 of the 4 holes looking back at us. There they are. Had me going there a tick. Just sometimes you get those little tingly feelings. I suppose I should go and see the doctor about it. But you know, could have been a half sovereign. Instead, it was a 4-hole button. I think there's probably a lesson in life with that. Down there, I got a solid 18. It really sounded like it wanted to be dug. It was boop, 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 boop. So I dug it. So there it is. But when you actually look at it, that's got all fancy written all over it. I would say that was a silver-plated top of a cane. I think it deserves a little bit of a clean-up. We'll see what we've got. Well, there we are. That's, where are we there? Have a look at this side. That's very pretty. Now, there and opposite there, when it was cylindrical, there may have been some sort of fastening with a brass tack, I don't know. But that's just glorious, isn't it? That's a really nice piece. Anyway, we'll keep going. 52, 53. I've dug it down. That. Now I've been looking at that for a moment and I can't for the life of me figure out what it is. So let's us, I don't know. Oop. I suppose it's the top of something. looks like it cleans nicely. Probably a nice piece of brass. Oops. Doesn't look door handle-ish. Interesting. Oh, we might put that one in the pouch too. We'll keep going. I'm going to try and keep you out of the wind. I've got this one. $18.19, right there. It's not very deep down. I'm potentially going to say a button. Got a lot of black glass around here, as you can see there in the screen there. Good, it's just small. It is right there. Oh, there we go. Look at that. See that jump out of the ground there? Oh, it's a little two-holer. Yep. Oh, where are we? Sorry. There. Anything on that side? Nope. There we go. Not your common variety two-holer. That's still very cool. Very happy to have it. We'll put that in the collection. We'll keep going. Right, now, I may not have said it, I might have. I'm just mooching around in the bush. How can I say it? I've started off at a spot, as you do. Now, I'm walking, sort of, I know there's diggings up there, and I hope the wind doesn't get too bad. You can see here, there's a bit of a bare patch. Well, over here's where I got the button from. We've got glass everywhere, you know. That's a piece of gin bottle glass, there's old black beer bottle, there's all sorts of crockery, and there's all sorts of funny signals too. So it's just a nice little place. The soil's not very deep. There's been dump here from the 60s in some spots. There is crockery, there we go, look at this. You know, there's all sorts of stuff. But there's interesting signals in the ground. And it just, you know, it gives you a nice way of just going, oh, you know, I reckon this, for whatever bloody reason, I got a 5692. And you go, oh, that's going to be a piece of rubbish or something. Bit of nonsense. Well, that's not nonsense. So, I'll get you out of the wind, and I will do the disclaimer. I dug down, it flicked out. I've seen it. I haven't touched it, so I don't fully know what it is. But for dramatic reveal, is everyone ready? Yeah, I should be shocked for not bloody filming this. There we go. Dug down in there, you can see my cut in the ground. Ping, out it comes. That's got to be a token. Oh, it's big, it's thick, it's juicy. It looks like someone bloody shot it. We'll put a nail through it, as is their want. So, of course, if there's a nail hole in it, it must be a really rare, expensive one. Now, I'll put this in my mouth and give it... Well, actually, no, I won't give it a bush clean. Let's brush it up and see what I've actually got. There we go. Now, has everyone got their imagination on? Good. Britannia, sitting on the rock with the shield. There'll be the trident up there. See underneath here? I see the Scotch thistle. So these will be the pre-54 coinage of Victoria, or we can see a neckline there. I reckon that might actually be a George IV halfpenny. Oh, look at that. There you go, we can see his face there. That's not Victoria's face. There's no bun at the back of that. So, yeah. I'm going to say that is a George IV halfpenny. So, what are we? 1820 to 1827, something around that. That's pretty cool. So, you know, 200-year-old coin as you go out just exploring the bush. That's not a bad pickup. Speaking of pickup, we'll pick it up, put it in our container, and we'll keep going. An interesting little 2930 gives us that. Now, very, very thin. It's had a pivot point there. If I didn't know any better, I'd almost say that that was a keyhole cover for a padlock. But it's very, very thin. Anyway, interesting little find. Let's keep going. Oh, not that far away, about that tree over there. We found another 2-hole button, same design. Don't find them like that very often. All of a sudden we get 2 in a matter of 15 minutes. There you go. Funny thing. 1314. Viv says to me, gee, you're on a suspender buckle drought at the moment, aren't you? Well, yes-ish and no-ish. There's a 3-pronger. That would have been a big one. The rest of it, she's all broken. It mustn't have been as good a design as the other little 2-pronger jobs. Anyway, we'll put that in the pouch. We'll keep going. Now, there are a few small shafts. There's a lot of workings. We've got a lot of quartz around, everything like that. I had an interesting signal. I should do it more this way, though not now that I've broken it up. There you go. It's just a funny signal. So I've dug it up. That's it. Yeah, okay, look, it's a little tubey thing, and the pinpointer has gone off. But look at the decorative work in it. Don't know what it was off, but we're going to carefully clean that up, give it a brushing, and we'll see exactly what we've got for a low number. All right, there we are, we're back. Can we... Yeah, that's just really, really interesting. I think it's copper. Oops, come back here, you. Tell by the cancerness on it. Look at the fine printing in that. Must have been a fancy little thing when it was in better nick. Yeah. What I'm finding at this place is low numbers are just giving really, really interesting things. So yeah, we'll probably keep digging them. But you know, as I said, I don't worry about numbers per se. You know, all this number's a really good one. It was a, I don't know, 6 to 9. Oh yeah, I'm in shafty areas. Could be a nugget that someone overlooked, but it was this. But it's still very intriguing and quite a good little find. Anyway, we'll keep going. Here's an interesting one, but we're going to have to put up with the wind. And it goes over into that 90 mark. Now, cursed about not bringing you along with the 90 last time. Okay, so 95, 93, then it goes that way. But if we come at this at 90 degrees, nothing. Normally I would say that's steel, but today we're going to play the, I think we'll dig that. All right, so now we're down there. Is this going to be another beautiful juicy coin, or is it going to be steel like I would normally envisage that it is? Oh, what's that? Okay, there we go. That's our culprit. Bit of brassy, steely, stuffy stuff. Not exciting. We'll keep going. Chasing a 21-22 signal. Sounds like it's pretty close, doesn't it? All right. Can you see it? Can you see it? Where is it? What are we looking for? There we go. It took me a while to figure out what the hell I was looking at. That's a bent up spoon. Little teaspoon. When they're shaped like this, by geez, they get lost in the leaf litter. Yeah, cool little find. We'll take it. Well, I've got this one. It was coming up way down the bottom there, but you can see there now it's really definitely wanting to be found. Now, I have seen it. It's in this clod here. And if we do, there we are, that. It's there. It looks like it's too thin to be a rove. Gee, I hope it's too thin to be a rove, but we gently, one-handedly, oh, there we go. Now, isn't this unusual? Talk about a day for 2-hole buttons, and this is a different version. That's the back of it. That's the front. Bit of a rub. Yes, it has got writing on there. We'll clean it up. We'll be back. You've got to have a look at this. There we go. There's the back of the 2-hole button. Not just any 2-hole button, I'll have you know. Oh, no, no, no. This is the improved patent 2-hole button. Not just any run-of-the-mill 2-hole button for Coffee Bush Kid viewers. No, 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 no. The improved patent. Well, with that, we'll keep going. We've got to have a look at this one together when it's like this, don't we? Interesting. All right. Oh, I was going to say, is it a threepence? No, it's a bloody bottle top. Well, you know how I complain about finding roves and rivets as much as the next man. But this one's cool. There we go, we've got the rivets poking through. And there's the rove on this end. They've been peened over. I reckon that's been on maybe a tank, something like that, I don't know. You can see it's been a steel thing, it's rusted away there around the copper rove. But that's a cool little find, I don't mind that. I think we'll take that. See what else we can find around here too. Good, 65, 69 signal. Right on that middle line, you weren't going to leave it. That's what we got. Cool. Well, I don't dare not show you this one. So we got that. There. Don't know whether it's just going to be a piece of steel, whether it'll be a token deep down. Again, we've got glass, old glass around us. I'm following an old track. Audio. Seems to want to tell us that it's out. Okay. Pinpoint of time.
can't see. You're joking me. That's a little cog. Bloody hell. Hole's about 3 inches deep. Now whether it was right down the bottom or not, I don't know. But that was a good signal, little brass cog. Bloody hell. Alright. Keep moving on. Moving on. Bottle tops, old crockery, and number 9s. Now that is a little button. It's a little livery button. We can see the shank there. It's a bit bent over. Almost looks like it's got fabric on it too. But that's the side we're interested in. Is there anything on there? An anchor? No. No. One of the fancy floral designs. That's nice. Rose? Something? That's alright. As I said to you, it's a surprise just what the low numbers will be. Like, most of the time we don't really dig them. That's a cool little button. You'd have that in your collection. I haven't got one like that. So that can go in. Very good. Moving on. Oh, I did get bitten earlier by a bloody ant. Not one of the big ones, just one of these little buggers out of there. But interesting signal, isn't it? But I can see it. I wonder whether it's the other part of that spoon we found. There you go. Another bit of spoonage. I would be believing that that is not silver. Might have something written on there, but yep, she won't be silver. Another interesting little find in a place where I thought, I reckon. Alright, we'll keep going. Well, just below the spoon, we got this signal. Nice, solid. What is it going to be? I can't see it there. Piece of lead? Who knows? You know how I said piece of lead? That is pretty much, might be a bit of zinc. Anyway, it was a convincing signal, but nothing much to write home about. Well, it's not a tale of two cities. It is a tale of 2-hole buttons, and in fact, pairs of 2-hole buttons. This is my second one of the improved patent over the other two that we had which weren't improved patent. Yeah. Oops, bit of a toe cap. That's interesting. Well, is this going to be our last hole banger? Don't mind that it's around those numbers. Now it seems to be about there-ish. Like that. Anyway, we might just be in scraping range. We are just shush, pinpointer. We've got it there, I reckon. Oh no, what's that? No. Oh. Excuse the sniff. Leather mount? I don't know. Something that wasn't what we were expecting. That's for sure. Nearly like the end of a pocket knife, actually. Oh, there seems to be something on there. I can see a cross in a circle. Who knows? I suppose we'll find that out in the cleanup. Alrighty, folks. We are going to head back to the ute. The day's over. We didn't get a last hole banger. Well, really. We got some interesting stuff though. Buttons, you know, the humble, boring button is a real piece of social history. But we got rivets, but they were interesting ones. And yeah, look, it was what I would call an honest day's detecting. You don't always find silver every time, though of course it would be good if you did. I have actually found gold over the back, but we weren't gold detecting today. Mind you, I did find a lot of shot. Again, the realities of detecting. Yeah, nearly back to the ute. So interesting going for a walk this way. You can see where I've come from. We're all going there together. Speaking of going there together, thank you everyone for signing up for the journey today. Hope you all enjoyed it. And yeah, keep in mind, always good to fill in some of your holes detecting, especially if you don't fall down them. But no, I stuffed that up, didn't I? Keep in mind, it's always good to fill in some of your day detecting, but remember to fill in all your holes when you're finished. And I'll catch you next time.